Well, I never seen a video on this. This is on the end of the drill. You can see here's the chuck. There's a gear back here. This has some of the teeth were screwed up on it. I was wondering how the hell you get it off of here. And it's pressed on. It's like a tapered shaft. So I'm using the puller, and it's not working. so I was using the puller, put a lot of tension on. I started doing this, and it's almost out. Now the next part is there's a bearing right here. So I got to put a smaller. I got to get something smaller to fit on here, where this will go up against the bearing and press out the bearing. Then this is a new one, and you would just hammer it down to that bearing, and then put this bearing back on with just you can use a socket to hammer it on. Let's see if I got something I can freaking pull that out with. Well, this smaller puller work, it's smaller. It's got a little tiny pointy tip in there, so it fit inside the bearing just on the shaft, and there's like a little dimple that point fits in. Yeah, it's pulling it out. There you go. See? There it is. So, good to go, man. I can hammer this thing on here, man. I'll be good to go. Alright, so how I hammered it on, it's already on there now. It does, I figured it's going to take some hammering, so I used that hammer, the S-wing, an impact socket, put it over there. Then, this is concrete, and I got a steel bar. You don't even want to just do it over concrete. You want to have it where, it moved it a little bit at a time and got it down there. So it's on there. I just got to do the same thing with the bearing, and we're good to go. And I'll put it back in. You'll see what it is. And so I just tapped this on. Went on pretty good. Another reason this is the 10 inches of the square tubing of the axle of the cannon I took off. See, I kept this, and it's like it just came in handy right now. So this is all together to go back right smack in here, just like that. We're good. So I'm going to put some, what do you call that, marine grade grease on there. This stuff here, Lucas, and also get some gear oil and put it on the bearings. So this thing will be back to brand new again. It'll be good to go. Be no problem with it at all. Well, not quite brand new, but it ain't gonna slip. So I fixed that for like, I don't know, 15 bucks or something. It was worth it. Because this is not a cheap drill, actually, this DeWalt. And I got 2 extra chucks coming. I don't know how to take this chuck off, but it's totally not screwed up yet. The other one's screwed up, so I bought 2 of them. We'll get this together right now. Alright, it's all greased up. Put some oil on it, and sits in there. So this won't slip anymore. This is good. We got a good drill now. I don't know how much. I fixed the trigger on it before, so and so that's the way you get that off of here. You're gonna have to use a puller, man. If you don't have a puller, forget about it. It's actually 2 different sizes. So, and if you look at this, there's some spot on here that's, and it's worn out. There's one spot on it. It slips a lot. I think it's probably, oh, it's right here. This side right here. This. That, you see where it's all flat? It's kind of worn all over, but this is where it slips. Because I was drilling through this real heavy stuff for the cannon. The drill would like go boom, stop or something, get jammed up with the drill bit. I says, hose. Eventually, freaking started wearing down the teeth. Man, it's good to go, man. So we're good. Just put the cover back on. Sounds smooth now. Before it sounded like all kinds of crap. Oh yeah, my flags are blowing out there big time. See, that's why YouTube don't like me. See, you want to make a contribution? Go to BitChute Synergy 7, SYY Energy 7. And there's a PayPal button up there. I don't have any PayPal on YouTube, and YouTube's going to start charging people to use the service but they're not going to pay me nothing. If they keep my videos up, that's because they're going to be making money off of me, and they don't give a crap about paying me nothing. So, and if this helped you out, fine. Didn't help you out, it's fine too. I mean, what can I do about it, man? You're going to need a puller with that thing, and it is on there really tight. For a second, I was thinking, is this puller going to do it? Then I remembered, tap the side of the gear with the hammer, and all of a sudden heard, snap, whatever, and that helped it out. That moved it. That started getting it loose. So it's on there really tapered on there, really, really tight, and it has to be. I didn't expect it to be like that. I thought it was going to be like not tapered, but like some kind of slot or something like that, or a zigzaggy thing or something that would. No, it's just a taper. It's on there tight as shit. Anyway, that's a wrap. I guess these things, if your drill's slipping, that's what it is. It's a good drill though, worth fixing, because man, do not get, what is that crap again? I can't remember what it is. It's a Walmart brand. I think I don't. Hyper Tough. Yeah, I just remembered it. I was gonna look over there. I got a Hyper Tough freaking Sawzall. That piece of shit slipping is a piece of junk. I'd imagine the drills would do the same thing, and if you replace the parts, it's going to do the same thing all over again. I mean, I think these things are made in China or something now anyway, DeWalt's, whatever the hell they're made, but they're not going to fall apart. So I got a good drill, man. Happy with this. It's, I've changed the switch. This thing's been around. I fucking beat the shit out of this drill, man. It's going to freaking last me a gazillion more years. I'm glad I fixed this, man. I never did this before. So, but you got to have a little bit of, you had to have some tools to get this out. Like I said, you got to have those pullers. So that was some Harbor Freight shit I got. That's why I got this crap. And by the way, I keep my lawnmower blades. And I just thought of how I'm going to weld up a bracket for that flag pole. I'm going to use the lawnmower blades. And then these two things will go on each side. And you're going to have the bracket for the flagpole. Yeah, I'll be driving around there. I already fixed my Lexon window with Lexon. Got shot once, But the freaking communist media wants to keep lying about this Confederacy. Well, you know what it is. It's the Marxist, Bolshevist media. They're lying. They're lying their asses off. And you look today, the ones that own slaves would be all these president candidates. There'd be all of them, man. Every one of them. They're the most facetious, lying pieces of crap on the face of freaking earth, man. Absolutely. That's the way it is. Nobody's perceiving it that way. They just, well, you know what it is. There's agent provocateurs and all that kind of crap. And I shouldn't be discussing this on here, but they're not paying me for the shit. So, and I've never seen. I tried to look on YouTube for video on how to change this stupid thing. I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything on Google. Nothing. That thing is pressed on there really hard. You need a puller. And when you're really tightening down on a puller, you need a tap on the side of the gear. And then it'll pop. So, and then you got to tap it on there with use an impact socket, like I showed you, right? With an impact socket, a big hammer, and a backer on there with a big steel bar, so you would had something to go up against. So this shit works. So fuck it. I mean, maybe that's not the right way to do it, but it worked. The end result was correct. So, flags are blowing. I ain't taking my flags down because of some freaking stupid cop. I'm just saying this, I'm looking at the black people freaking, that thing with the cop. This video is gonna, if it's up there next year, I don't even know how long my channel survive or whatever, but they had, I said, how come they didn't throw a brick at the car, man? Throw some shit at the car or do something to the other car? They come, well, you know what they would do, they arrest everybody. I don't think I would have put up with that shit, but, I don't think I would have. I don't think so. Man, they freaking got everybody running around like Pavlov's dogs, man, on a chain. That's what's going on, right? Over that.